can talk loud, so tell me if I'm going too high. I'm Christine Wilson from Healing Body Solutions in Palmer, Mass. I've been a licensed massage therapist for 30 years. And 10 years ago, I met Ming Wu, my teacher, and everything changed. I learned traditional Chinese medicine. Now that's all I do, mainly the Tui Knot. I'll go through it all. So I've invested lots of time and money into this. Ming is famous all around the world. He has students. There's 10 of us at the booth, I think, all doing the Tui Knot, loving this and spreading and healing. So who am I is the most important question of the day. And I'm gonna go through that the whole time. When my teacher asked me, what's the most important question of the day? Who am I? I thought, I know who I am. That's a silly question. 10 years later, I had no idea at all. So you go through like taking apart, I'm not my diamond earrings, I'm not my hair, I'm not my body, I'm not my car. Who am I? I have tape right here. Thank you, Jason. So you go through the process and there's an answer to that question. It's a mantra that I'll have us all say at the end. I am air, I am light, I am water flow. So you imagine like the air going through your body, cleansing it, the light, and the water. And I do that every day. Who am I? And then the answer. So we have lots of exciting things to talk about today. So something that I looked up, I knew the story, but I didn't put it together. So welcome to Feng Yang, traditional Chinese medicine and family wellness. This is my heart, this is my passion and my love. So I love to share this with you. So someone asked me, what is Feng Yang? And I learned the story. So it's on the website, I read through it, I've heard the story, it's quite amazing. So there's a man who was a mega healer under a Taoist monk. And he traveled and he healed and he was famous and he fed starving people. He had a big heart. He learned all these healing practices. And he taught the military, the Taoist monks, and the townspeople, very poor, sick people. And then it was the, I want to tell you the right thing. The Qing dynasty came in and got rid of the Ming dynasty, Qing and Ming. So what happened was the Qing dynasty came in and said, no more braids, no more hair, you have to braid your hair, you have to change the language to Mandarin, and you have to stop the healing practices. And several refused to do so, and a lot of people died. I want to say thousands, I'm not sure, but many people died. And then they kept the practices going from generation to generation in secret. And so my teacher explained this to me, and I knew what I learned from him. I knew it was powerful because I do massage, I get a treatment from him, I go just copy what he did, I do it to my patient, and they're like crying and healed, and their pain's gone, not for a day or a week or a month, but sometimes for good. So I knew it was big, but I didn't realize this, what he talked about that thousands died for. This is the secret that we have today, that we get to do, to practice. So my mind was blown, like, woo, I knew this was good, you know. So I wanted to explain that because some people want to know what Feng Yang, and it looks like Feng Yang, but it's Feng Yang. So to say it correctly, I wanted to say it correctly this year. So I'm going to go over a bunch of topics. There's some posters so you can see the word in case you wanted to look it up on your own. So the first one, very powerful, gua sha, scraping. How many people have tried this? Anybody? Oh, look at this. Awesome. Hi, Sadie.
What did you call it? Scraping?
Scraping, yes. So gua means scrape, sha means red. So you scrape until the red comes out. And what that does is it opens a window or a door. For what? To let the killer out. What's the killer? The flu or the sickness, the stagnant blood, the stagnant blood in the, I know this. say it every day. Stagnant blood, lactic acid. So you pull that up so you feel good. So I usually do it on myself, but I'm gonna do it on a person, like if somebody wants to sit here so I can just kind of go over their head in air. Anybody wanna come? Come on down. So if you wanna just sit facing everyone, if you're comfortable with that. Thank you, what's your name?
Catherine.
Catherine, nice to meet you. Thank you. All right, so scrape until it becomes red, but not on everything. So can you take your headband off? I'll actually do a little for you right here on the head. So I start from the head down. So on the head, feels so good. So there's points all over the body. So you just go wherever you want. Does that hurt?
Nice.
That feels good, right?
Yeah. The blood moving.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
And we
I've
sell
never
these
even
at the
heard of
booth.
it.
No, the
Never
gua sha.
even heard of it, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Cool.
We have these at the booth. And then I'm gonna go under the occiput here and push under. Little tween up. Yep, that's a little ouchy sometimes. Very good. Just to even you out, we'll do the other side. So I have this in my car. So when I'm driving,
Awesome.
just
Good
do it.
idea. That's
Yep.
a great idea.
And then you can do the face. I won't go over her face. So if you want to get rid of the drainage, the sinuses are stuffed up, or for youth to look young. So like this with oil, down, and down, yep. And then this little point goes right in the eye here, in the sinus, and then under.
You would go across the forehead?
Yep.
Is
Well,
that-
I go up,
Oh, I see.
and then I go down, because everything's going to go to drainage, lymphatic drainage. So then we go down, and then we do the cheeks, and then push it up to the ear, and then down the neck.
Interesting.
So the face, it helps with the drainage, so you go down the neck and then bring it to the armpit. And you can do that every day. You cannot
Awesome.
overdo it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and there's little cups you can do, but this is fun. I have these everywhere.
And how do you do the inside of the eye?
So I just push in, like I actually push it. And then I wipe over. You can wipe right on the eye.
Show them.
Yes, you show
So I go right here, and then I go right over, a little gently,
So it's like
right under the eyebrow, yep.
Yep.
And then underneath, and then down, down, down to the arm. Always remember to end to the armpit. So now, if I get sick and I have no one to do my back, which I'm going to do to somebody, if you think about who wants to come up, a guy, that I can oil the back and gua sha the back, I can't do it, so I'll do the neck. Can I do a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. So with me, if I'm not feeling good, a couple days ago I wasn't feeling good. I'm going, oh, I can't get sick. The Health Expo is coming, so I just scraped the neck and it was bright red. And then I go down to the here, and I'll do both sides. And you can do anything. You go over the spine. You can do the whole body with this.
And what is the effect that how does it heal? I mean,
So it takes the sickness and pulls it out.
uh-huh. I understand about lymphatic drainage.
Yep. And it tells her where to go. Take the sickness and drain it
So
here.
this is about lymphatic.
Lymphatic,
Okay,
yep.
cool.
And it's pulling it right out of the skin. And then the other thing, if the nose is stuffy, the eyes, nose, mouth, ear problems, you go down the arms. Sorry, thank you. Oh, you can put that back on if you want that, yeah.
Oh.
We don't forget it.
Right.
So this, I used to do moxa here, and that was good, but then I read somewhere to do the arm. So you're doing right here, and all this is the meridian that goes up to here. So I just scrape down, and I'll keep doing it. And if you're sick, you're red. If you're not sick, nothing will come up. So you scrape, scrape,
Interesting.
scrape.
Wow.
It gets itchy, and you just keep doing it, and it'll instantly open. Or around the ears. I go real hard around the ears, and that opens up the sinuses. I don't like it if I can't breathe. So, and I don't take any drugs. So
My only
this works.
complaint is tinnitus.
Oh yeah.
Get any suggestions for that?
Yep. They say to pinch the ear
Uh-huh.
really hard here.
Tinnitus.
Yes, in the tween up.
And push in there.
Push in there. Yep. Yep. And there's some Chinese herbs too for that.
If I were to go and buy it, what would you call that?
It's a gua sha tool, or you could call it a scraping tool, or you could take a picture of that word right there for number 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, thank you.
You're welcome. Arms back. All right. So I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
When you did her arm, we couldn't see. Did you start from the shoulder and go down on the inside?
Yep. right? Like from the lung, almost right here. Do I have any volunteers who wants to give me their back? Okay, okay, come on, so, but I need your back open, so you're gonna take your shirt up.
Oh, do you want him? Okay.
Yeah. Are you gonna lift up your shirt though, so I can scrape your back? Alrighty, have you ever had it done before?
Not scraping the back, no.
Yeah, are you on blood thinners?
Nope.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, you want me to sit
So,
over there?
yes, let me show you.
Oh,
Can you do that?
okay, sure.
Sure.
Okay, anything for that.
Well, I'm gonna do the scraping on
The
the back.
scraping, whatever.
Oil.
What kind of oil is it?
This is organic fractionated coconut oil. Everything, because it's on our skin, we drink it. We want to have healthy oils. You've never had the gua sha? All right, so what I tell people too is you might have some marks on your back that would be there 1 to 3 days. It could look like Jesus's back got whipped. It could be nothing, but if there's something to pull up, you're going to be red, but it'll feel good.
Sounds good to me.
When the red comes up, sometimes it does hurt a little. How you doing?
Good.
So we're getting a little something.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Yeah, so you might feel a little, when the red comes up, you do feel a little pinching. Are you okay?
Yeah, good.
Good, just
Ain't
breathe
better
in.
out than in.
That's the truth. Better out than in.
That's right.
That's what I always say, do. Better out than in.
Yeah.
So I go all over. And again, we're going to the armpit. And you can do this yourself. You can do it on your children, your neighbor, your kids. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, no, that's great. But how would I do it for back on myself?
You can't. That's why I was saying I do it on my neck. Someone else does it on the groin that I know. He does the front. Because all you want to do is get the red out. If you do enough to get the red out, then you feel better. It opens the window and lets the killer out of what? Disease, whatever it is that
So
you
how
are.
often do you do this?
You can do this as often as you want. I don't think there's a tap on it.
Is there different kind of tools, like a stone?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I got my necklace here for emergency. I do my face with this. And if I had an emergency, you can use a quarter. I don't like that one. You can use a Chinese spoon.
Yes.
You can use
Yes.
gua sha stones you can buy on YouTube from $3 to $3,000, $10,000. Jade, whatever you want.
Are you doing that really hard?
Not really.
A lot of pressure?
No,
No, you're not, okay.
no. Okay, so we're getting some effect. I might as well do the other side a little bit to even her out. Thank you. Kathy. And what I do is I'll take a picture of it for the patient and then show them why they're on the table so they don't freak out when they go home. And I say, warn your spouse that you're marked so they don't call me up and I'm not in trouble, which has never happened. And even the schools know about this now. A long time ago, kids would go to school and they'd call like DSS on them and take their kids because it looks like they're abusing their children. But now they know this is a healing practice that people do. Wow, this is beautiful.
You really need it.
And my kids,
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Yes.
they give me a hard time there. You like to cause pain. No, this is when the healing is happening. When they say ow, or when you get the marks. That's when the healing's happening. If I'm doing, we're not doing anything. I'm for effect. Yeah. You're sore on this one? Yeah, she's sore. Yeah. We probably did enough, yeah. And it's been so bad before, I thought it was bleeding on people, and it's not. You know, you touch it and it's not blood, it's just bringing the stagnant blood up, yep.
It brings the stagnant blood out.
It does, yes. All right, you're all done. What was your name?
Patricia.
Patricia, thank you. Would you like the tool to have? Can I use it? No.
Thank you.
You did a great job. Thank you very much. You go back behind you. Good job. Aw.
So sweet, a gift and
Thank you.
everything.
Of course.
Thank you.
And so you'll have those marks for a couple days.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, the veins. So, one more thing for the gua sha. So when I met my teacher, the first time I went to see him in West Hartford, my friend who saw him, he healed her pretty amazingly, and she said, you have to try this guy. She told me how much it cost. I said, I'm not going. And she said, you have to go, you're gonna love him. So I go, she said, pick a problem. I picked varicose veins. I've had surgeries, I had the lasers, pain, stockings, you know, they're ugly, they hurt. So I said, varicose veins. The chiropractor I was working with at the time, he said, you can't keep having your veins done, you're not gonna have any left. So when I go see him, okay, let's ask about the veins. And he said, gua sha. And I thought, oh no, this is gonna hurt. So I get on the table, he puts that cold oil on me, which I'm not a fan of, and he's scraping right from the beginning. He's going really hard over the bones, and I knew it would hurt, and I told myself I was gonna trust him. No matter what he said, Western medicine had failed me, so I was gonna listen to him, whatever he said. And so he's doing it, and it's hurting for a couple minutes, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe. Then the numbness or dopamine comes in, so it doesn't hurt anymore. Now it's itchy and he's scraping, it feels great. But I'm laying there, and I have a thought. In massage school 20 years before this was, if you have a varicose vein and you touch it at the wrong pressure in the wrong direction, you're going to give them a blood clot and they will die. So now I'm sitting here saying, I don't want to die. I promised myself I would trust him. So I just lifted up my head and said, I'm not going to get a blood clot, right? And he's like, no, you know, and he keeps going, you know. And I knew at that minute that I was going to like listen to this man. Like he had information. It was like an aha moment. I am going to learn from this man. He is brilliant. So that was 10 years ago, and I've learned 10 years worth of knowledge, so much stuff, but it's a grain of rice, it's nothing.
And what happened with your varicose veins?
Oh, thank you. The varicose veins is, he did it, it felt good. The color of the blueness of the legs went away, they were clear, they looked great. The swelling was down in the first treatment. He did like an hour, like 30 minutes on each leg. When we were done, he said, if you do this every day for 30 days, they will be gone. And I thought, yeah, right. This has been going on for 20, 30 years. I did it. I did it every day, and they were gone.
Wow.
They were gone. And they still come back every once in a while, but I don't have to go for shots or needles. Thank you. Thank you guys very much. So I just do the little scraping. Every year I'll do a little scraping, whatever I need. Feels good. Makes the skin look good. It's really awesome.
I can never remember, do you go away from the heart or to the heart on the legs? Or you
On
go-
the legs away from the heart, the
Away
arms
from
away
the
from the heart. And then the rest of it we're trying to drain to lymphatic.
Okay.
And you're not gonna hurt it either way. But if you're gonna do a lot, it's good to do the right one. So, any other questions about gua sha? A lot to cover. I could do a whole day. Number 2. Tweena. This is my love. This is my favorite. This is what I do all day, every day. This works. So a model, anybody want to, Sadie? You sit like that.
The skirt?
Uh-oh. Oh, you do that, that'll work. Perfect. Okay. All right, so anyone can do this. My granddaughter was doing this to me when she was little. It's very simple. It's very simple. There's 9 lines on the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's basically what we do. And then we go over the arms and the legs for meridians. So what I'm looking for is the ouch point. So I have something that I follow. I teach this in my office. We all teach this. We have, how many students are in here of Ming's that have done the Tweenot class that we have in here? Yeah, yeah. And so we learn it on our friends, our families, we teach others. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for the ouch point. This is a little heavy pressure. Okay.
Sacrifice to myself.
Yeah, that means you need it. So the ouch point is what we're looking for. So even if I don't know the lines, even if I don't know the points, when I learned this, there were so many points I would have to text Ming like on a daily basis. What do you do for the gallbladder? What do you do for this? Now I know them. But the truth is, if you find the ouch point and you work on it, so if you're working on your friend or somebody that's hurt and you work on them and they go, ow, you don't go away. You go, oh, I found it. I want to work it. This is where the healing happens. In massage school, you go, ow, oh, let me go away from it. No. You go right for it. You're real tender, huh?
Yeah. Well, the next verse. This is fine.
Okay. So there's a story that I heard that resonated with me that I usually tell everybody, my clients when I'm working on them. So Tweena is the electrical system. It's the nervous system. So if something is awry, something becomes blocked, why? So usually a heartbreak, you're sick, you fall down, you get hurt, disease of some sort, right? So by pressing the point, so like, let's say she has heartbroken from a death or whatever, so I go to T5, and I don't always know, but that's her ouch point. So I'll push on it, she goes, ow, I go, good, we clear the blockage, so now the nerve that was supposed to go to the heart, but it's been going to the shoulder, she's had shoulder pain, now it's going to go to the heart, no more shoulder pain instantly, even after surgeries, even after physical therapy, after all these things they do, nothing works. Then we come, we press it, and it's instant. And it might take a couple days, and it's not always. And then if you're not getting the message to the heart, you could have a heart problem in 10 or 20 years. So it's nice to be balanced. And it's so healing, I can't even like really say. I had a girl who was very sick and dying from thyroid. And I asked my teacher what to do. He told me, C 4 and 5, drill it, and
Ouch.
we're healing. And it took a little bit of work, and I never asked her how she got better. But like a year later, I said, what fixed you? And she said, you did. I said, I didn't do it. It was Tweena. She said, Tweena did. There was another guy with gallbladder. They wanted to take it out. He called me, what should I do? I said, you do whatever you got to do, but I would not let them take your gallbladder. So I asked my teacher what to do. Give him 4 Tweenas. We did 3, and he was better. And he never had the gallbladder taken out. To this day, I see him, he comes in, I say, you still got your gallbladder? As far as I know. Okay. Why as far as you know? I don't know. So it clears blockages. And then chi in the fingers, there's acupuncture, but this is acupressure. So we have chi in our hands. This is powerful. Only certain people can get the chi into the needle. But any of you care, you love people, you touch them even if you don't. Your chi is in your fingers, it's power. It's healing. So I learned I heal 30%, the client heals themselves 70%. I thought I was healing the whole thing a long time ago, but I learned you have to do the lifestyle. Eat good, exercise, drink water, get sunshine, do Tai Chi, Qigong, all these things that I discuss. It's a lot, it's hard, but you take 1 or 2 things, you apply it, and your life changes. And then you come back for more information. And we all love to share, all of us. And then disease, gallbladder 20, this is a good one. You're not gonna like this. So this is in the middle, between the ear and the spine, right in the middle is gallbladder 20 on each side. And you go under and up, and it takes care of many problems. This is a big one. This one is almost sore on everyone. Yep. So, can I slap you?
Yep.
So one of the things I like to end with, it wakes up the organs. The organs become stagnant, they don't work properly. So I just lift the hand, usually they're laying down, and then I slap all the way down the spine. And we do this in Qigong class to each other. We go in a big circle and we do this. I mean, it's a big joke how we hit each other so hard. Is this bothering you?
No.
Okay. Or we can close your fingers, not on the spine, and just drop it. Feels so good. All right, thank you. Great job.
Would you go in both directions with that bar and the slapping?
You
It
could
doesn't
go.
matter,
It
or-
doesn't matter. Usually we go top to bottom, but it doesn't hurt if you go up and down. Yeah, just that you're hitting it, it's good. Shaking it up, wake it, like Qigong, you're like doing hard stuff to wake everything up. And then there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, and I know there's not time, but I'll throw in with the Twinas. We do fire cupping, which is amazing. Anybody had cupping in here? Oh yeah, wow, healing group. And Tong Ren, anyone here of Tong Ren? Long distance healing, we do that, that's amazing. And Moxa Bustion, big Moxa and little Moxa, anybody hear of that? No. So we have the little baby Moxas, you can get that on Amazon. They're like a little sticker, you pull it off with a little mugwort, you light it, and you put it on a point. Like if my sinuses are stuffed up, I was talking about this one, put it on here. Or wherever we learn hot and cold, you learn the points, and I didn't know at the beginning, so I would just put it on clients, and it wouldn't hurt, and then, okay. And then I put it on a spot, and they're screaming. And I'm like, you want me to take it off? And they're like, yes. Then I learned later, I asked my teacher, so if it burns, is it clearing the blockage? He said, yes. I said, oh, so don't take it off. No, no. So you breathe through the pain.
How do you spell that?
M-O-X-A. But you want to say that one's the baby moxa. And then we have big moxa, and that's a whole nother story. You can light that up and you can go down the meridians to clear yourself. And we have 4 of them you face down in a box that you put on your body, and that's a clearing. That's a healing.
What about the Moxa machines, that like their lamps and just little?
I haven't heard of that. Have you heard of that?
Shirley uses one.
Shirley does?
Yes.
Okay.
The Moxa machine is recent. It's similar to the box, except the machine moves it around, basically. That's all.
And
Thank
is
you.
that effective for clearing blockages, do you know?
Is that as effective too?
Depends on what type. Moxa is heat, fire, and the mugwort, so stronger calming, better for sleep, and better for cold type illnesses. Otherwise, Twina is pretty good too, but they're pretty close. I do both.
Okay, let's see what else we got for Twina. Okay, the ouch point, 9 lines. Oh, and when I learned the Twina, my practice like tripled immediately. So any of you that are massage therapists or healers, you want to learn the Twina, you will be the top in your spa because people get better and they love it. Even if they want the gentle, relaxing stuff, you hit a couple points, they go ow, and they're like, whoa, I feel amazing. All right, no more questions there? Qigong. This is amazing. How many people here have done Qigong? Wow, what an awesome room. Holy cow, I'm in the right place. So who am I is the most important question of the day. And we ask that while we're doing the Qigong. Qigong is body, mind, spirit. You're healing everything. It heals everything. I used to have frozen shoulder. I would have low back that would go out, neck that would go out. I had a problem with a knee, hip bursitis that would go, and this stuff would travel. And I remember asking my chiropractor, what is wrong with me? Do I have like emotional problems or something? He's like, I don't know. I meet Ming Wu. I follow this way of life. I do a 100-day challenge. You need to do Qigong. I don't want to do Qigong. That is slow, that is boring, and that is for elderly people. I have no interest. That's what I was telling myself. He said, you need to do this. Because if you're going to do Twina, my love, you have to have the chi. You need the chi to back it up. Okay, you say it, I'll do it. So I did the 100-day challenge. In 30 days, my entire body was healed. Completely healed. I wouldn't believe it. Now I teach it in my class once a week. I have a class. It's just amazing. It heals things, birth defects. I mean, everything. If you do it every single day, 30 minutes, everything can change. Mind, body, and spirit. I kid you not. So Qigong is an exercise. We do one exercise, throw away the trash. You know, we do that like 15 times, and we do the slapping. We do that like 15 times, and we go through one at a time. It's an exercise class. The Tai Chi is the next step. That is the dance. That is non-stop for the whole hour. We're doing the moving. And that is a little harder, and it feels good, very healing. And then the third part, which seems to be my favorite, is Kung Fu. That is self-defense. That I have a teacher, and I'm learning things like, you know, that's where you're self-defense. So if somebody's coming at me, I become one with him. I am not having anger, or you're dead. And you pet the cat, and they go flying across the room. Doesn't sound real. So we push shoulders, we push hands, and he's a strong man, and he's taught me where I can like ground here, and he can push me as hard as he wants, and I will not move. And I laugh, and it's just so much fun, so much fun. So builds chi for healing mind, body, spirit. I call this in my class, I always say, this is self-healing at its finest. This is number one. So if you have a problem, you come to any of us, Qigong is number one. Self-healing. Tui Nat is number two. And if those two things don't work, and they usually do, I've not really seen it, Nat is Chinese herbs. And I'm learning them a little bit, but we have people like Jason, and anybody else with doing herbs with us? So Jason's, Kathy, of course. Yes. So those are our people for the herbs. I'll text if I have a problem. So it helps strength, flexibility, balance, and concentration, because you're trying to concentrate on the moves. It helps monkey mind. What is monkey mind? Oh, did I have that? That's that racing, fear, anger, you know, all that not good stuff that we don't even know is running in the back of the mind. So they have an office, Wu Healing Center in Maynard, which is pretty close from here. So there's all kinds of classes there. We do all that there. I'm in Palmer, and then West Hartford. We have all these, and online you can go to YouTube and do it for free. Pick whoever you want, man, woman, for the back, for the head, they have everything. But try it. And tomorrow, Jason is having a class at 10 o'clock in, what's it called, something C? Salon C, at 10 o'clock.
10:30.
10:30.
But you can be there 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So come, I'll be there. We can do Qigong together. Feel the energy. I mean, you can feel your hands buzzing. It is unbelievable. And then I already told you the answer. Okay, so I didn't know if you wanted to do a couple of them. How are we doing for time? Okay, so there's one I like. Kevin, this was your favorite, I think. Wiping the beard. So this one I learned from the Kung Fu teacher. So if any of you want to try it, so you just imagine you're wiping a beard. You just grab the beard and pull it down to the ground. And so what this does is it pulls anger out of your head. Or if you can't sleep, too much energy. And it's very easy. And you can do this laying down. You can do it sitting up. I like to do Qigong outside barefoot. That's my favorite. But anyway, you can do it in the bathroom if you needed to.
Does your breathing pattern matter while you're doing it?
I don't think so.
Breathing out or?
No, just your regular breathing, the way I was taught. All right, very good. And then I got an eyeball exercise. I'm looking at what I wrote down. These are all standing up. There's no way we can do these. So there's an eyeball. Anybody have vision problems? Yeah. So this, no. So what I will say is also opening the gate. So before I do any of the healing, I press the gate, the middle of the palm, and then I rub my hands. 20 seconds, hard. Building the chi. And then to do the eyeball exercise, usually you're facing the sun in the morning, or light, or anytime. Susan and I were doing this outside today, this afternoon. So you're gonna go like this and cover your eyes. And you're gonna move your eyeballs up and down. Just do it a few times. Usually it's about 36 times. Usually in class, I just count to like 25, up and down, up and down. If it hurts, you're healing. This helps vision. If you did this every day, you could fix your vision, and it might take 3 weeks. It might take 3 years. Everybody's different. All right, rub your hands together again, and now we're moving our eyeballs left to right. And what it did for me was, I was doing a regularly stop, is it stopped my night blindness. I literally couldn't drive at night, and I didn't know that there was, that it was fixed until I had to bring my daughter to a party, and I'm like, oh my God, I can see in the middle of nowhere. All right, so now we're gonna do circles one way. Either way, we'll do some circles. So the sun or the light coming in between the fingers, and then the chi from your hands is very important. And then rub your hands together again and do the opposite circle, whatever you were doing. And I do this in my Qigong class every Tuesday. And we're outside in the park with people driving by looking at us. They're probably like, oh my God, but we don't care because it works. And then 2 more. So we're gonna go up and down diagonal either way. And last one, rub your hands together, hands over, and then go the other way with your eyeballs. If you do this every day, consistently, you will see vision helped.
And you're doing 36 each thing?
Each thing.
Okay.
Each thing, yes. Any other questions?
You said it was pressing something first?
Yes, so there's many gates. So this is pressing a gate to open the healing power from your palm. So you just press it, the thought activates it, rubs it together 20 seconds.
Okay.
And then if somebody has, like if you have pain, like knee pain, so you do this, and then you'll rub your knee 100 times. You just go like this every day. Or your shoulder.
Touching or above?
You can actually touch or go above, whatever you feel like that day. I change it up. Eyes open. Open with the eyeballs. Yep, so you have sun going into the whites of the eyes between the fingers.
Glasses on or off?
Doesn't matter. I'd probably take them off if you could, so that you get more direct sun in your eyes. Okay. Pick it up. Healing pressure points. Usually we have a whole class on this, but Ming is in China and we got it dropped. This is good. Hopefully next year we'll have it. We already talked about wind line. Open the gates. Good, I'm covering a lot. So I'd like somebody else to come up. I can do the wind line. Can you straddle in the chair? What's your name? All right, so if someone has a stroke, you call 911 and then you do this. So this is her occiput here, the bone right here across. So I'm gonna hold the front of her forehead. Are you sensitive? Okay. So, and then I'm gonna go under and I'm gonna push up. And I'm gonna go from one side to the other. And you do it for an hour, or until they're better, or until the EMS gets there.
You're pushing on both sides?
Yeah, I'm going from one end to the other, back and forth, the whole bone, under where where the neck goes to the back of the skull, right there. I want to go under and up.
You're pushing with your thumb, is that what you're doing?
I'm pushing with my thumb, and if my thumb gets tired, I'll use my knuckle and go under and push. And usually it hurts. Now, I haven't worked on somebody having a stroke, but there's a movie, whoamifilm.com, and it talks about the stroke. One of Ming's students, him and her husband worked on her, and she had a stroke, and that day she ended up going to the potluck dinner. She was fine. Yeah. No joke. And then someone that the teacher worked with didn't believe it, and she went to China, and her uncle had a stroke, and there was no way of getting to the doctors within 3 hours. You have to get that shot within 3 hours. And she helped him, and now she's a tween eye practitioner. She didn't believe it until that. Once you see this stuff, it changes everything.
Can you show us in the air what you're doing?
Sure.
Because she's got
Thank
a lot
you.
of hair doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Get a little touch. So I go. Yep. So I just go like this. The knuckle under.
When you say you're going back and forth.
From here, oh, sit back down, okay.
All right.
Thank you, thank you. So from here, I push up, I push up, I push up, push up, push up, push up. Then I go back, push up, thank you, this is good. Push up, and I keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
And I'll hold it for a couple seconds and then I'll release. Because you want to do this for an hour, you know, and I keep doing it. And this is for many other things, but I like to talk about the stroke. Something we can do while we're waiting. That is very helpful. Good job, thank you. Thank you, Kathy. And the pressure point, the whole body's a pressure point. Again, the ouch point, that's what we're looking for, wherever it is. The neck, the low back, the glutes. And it seems like there's the hot and the cold. So if you're a hot, it's always the stomach. If you're a cold, it seems like what's this right here? Inside.
The inside.
Yeah.
Oh, the triple meridian intersection. It's
No.
for the yin energy.
Nope,
Look at the calf.
the inside right here. I know,
Look at your calf.
right here.
Oh,
Spleen.
Yeah, spleen
What was that,
channel.
Kathy?
Spleen
Thank you.
channel.
Spleen 9. So the spleen is on the inside. So those are places that you can press on yourself and you find out if you think you're a hot person all the time, the outside. Press those points and feel the ouch and do that every day. And if you're like the cold person like me, it's the inside, the inside. So again, press your family, yourself, your body, you find the ouch point and you will heal it. If I get a headache, I haven't taken aspirin or anything in years. I get any kind of headache, you find the spot in the head, you press, doesn't hurt, doesn't hurt, doesn't hurt. Oh, this hurts, okay. Just keep doing it until it doesn't hurt, or you take a break and then you go back. And then you'll forget you even had a headache just by pressing the head point. The head is a lot. If you have anxiety, the head, the back of the neck. And then also it's easy if there's a heart problem, it's on this side. If you have a problem here, it's on the other side. You have a stomach problem, it's always here, just on the other side. You have problems down here, it's here. Lower body, it's down here. So it's very simple.
What about sciatica? Do you have anything?
Oh, yeah.
for that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That is kind of an easy fix if you know what to do. So it's the butt cheek, the bullseye middle is the piriformis muscle. I lay on a tennis ball. Sitting is not the right muscle. You want the middle of it. So I'll lay down, or I can lean up on a corner or chair and poke at it, or you have somebody elbow or knuckle it. But that is the muscle is pressing on the sciatic nerve, which causes pain running down the leg. All you gotta do is get this muscle to relax, to get off the nerve, and you're fine. Could take a month. If it's, I always say, how long has it been? Has it been a month? Well, it might take a month to be working on that muscle. You gotta work the foam roller, you gotta work it, you know. Twina, number 1. Yeah, or the Qigong.
The headache, how long do you hold it for? Just to keep this going back
Just
and
keep
forth?
going it until it doesn't hurt anymore.
Or like over 2 minutes? I guess I don't know if I just in and out or
Yeah,
just like.
either or. It's, I go in and out because it hurts so bad.
Yeah,
you're like,
got
"Ooh,"
it. Yeah,
and then you go
got
back.
it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you just keep at it until it's gone.
Okay.
Does that work for migraines too?
It does. Who has that? Yeah. So migraines, I learned something in massage school, which is amazing. I don't even get them anymore. Is put your feet in hot water. Well, first I get ice around the neck. So you get ice on the neck. Headache. All headaches. Too much blood in the head. Put ice around the neck. If that doesn't work immediately, the feet in the hot water. That takes the blood from the head down to the feet. It does not feel good. And while I'm sitting in the tub with my feet in there, I press the large intestine 4 right here, which is the one that runs up, and I'll switch. If it's on this side, I'll press this side. But you do that once or twice, you won't get migraines anymore. I don't know why, but that is, I've told hundreds of people about that, and it seems to help. Okay, so we're gonna move on to some advantages of herbal formulas. This, I cannot express how powerful and important this is. And this I know a little, but I know so much, but I still know nothing. It's a very big part of TCM, many, many, many uses. Food is medicine. Start with food. You don't even have to always get the Chinese herbs. So mugwort foot bath is something that we do that's pretty good. It is, it helps you age gracefully. We all want that one, right? Gets the toxins out, and it's big for sleep. So if you cannot sleep and you do a foot bath, mugwort foot bath every night, and we used to sell big bags. Now we can't get those anymore. Now we have these little tea bags, and you put one or two of those in with hot water, and you soak in there for 30 minutes. It is so relaxing. And it relieves pain, all kinds of pain. So we do that all the time. And sometimes we'll throw orange peels in there, fruit in there, a washcloth in there, squeeze it out, put the washcloth on your face, and just sit there. And it's age defying. And then we'll wring out and wipe our arms and the back of our neck. Whaley and I, she works with me. We do it every week when she comes over. We do that together. That's our, after working all day, we give ourselves that mugwort foot bath. That's a really, really good one. And then we have ginger root, which I went over that one last year, but this has so many uses. And wintertime is upon us, and I don't like being cold. So you take the ginger, you shave it off, you chop it up, you put it in a little pot of boiling water. And Kathy told me last year you could put it in a foot bath. I still haven't tried that. And you chop it up and you boil it. And then you let it simmer and sit there for a while. It gets strong and you drink it. It is good. It's a little spicy and it warms you up. And how do you know when to stop? So I was asking Jason about it because he's the expert on the herbs. And he said that he gave it to his mother and she was good for 3 years before she got too hot. Now I took it every day for like a month and then I started getting hot flashes. So I asked the teacher, "Are you doing too much?" He said, "Yes, pull back, like 2 times a week, not 7 days a week." So you have to ask yourself the question, who am I? Why am I having hot flashes? What am I doing different? You gotta like pay attention or talk to one of us and find out. But so it's a warming property. You can have it in your cooking. You can use it like pepper on your food. It decreases inflammation. It is useful for disinfecting bacterial in a general manner. And it's for low energy. That's something I have in the winter. We want to up the energy. Ginger. Kathy gave me ginger pills today because we're working all day. You can cook it in the tea. Helps digestion, weight loss, increases metabolism. So that's something to think about. And you want organic. Obviously, everything, if you can, you want organic. We don't want the toxins. Any questions there? Yep.
What's the amount? Like tablespoon rated?
No.
You know what I mean?
Is there a amount? I would
Usually, I would say a palm size sliced into a gallon of water. That seems to be about the general amount that people can tolerate. And plus or minus is up to you. It depends on how spicy you can tolerate.
I like it spicy, so I do
Yes.
put them out in a little bowl. And then I'll drink it, and then I'll add more water and let it sit on the stove. So I'll keep using it until that ginger is out. I want my money's worth of that organic ginger, right?
Yes.
Right. Any more questions there?
People have to be concerned if they're on warfarin or something, they can't have too much ginger with that, just
Jason?
Usually, after 2 hours, your body will begin to fully flush out whatever previously that you took. It would be better if you took it 2 hours after and not in high amounts, just because ginger does have a gentle effect of smoothing the blood. But you know, it's up to you. You can also check with your doctor, make sure they're okay with it. They say not too much, but when it comes to food items, not too much usually means, like, for example, not a box that you're gonna drink all day, right?
Right.
Food is pretty gentle in general,
Right.
and that's the benefit of herbs.
Right. You can't overdose, really, usually. Right.
I mean, you can get a box and just stuff it, but not
Right,
easy to
nobody's
do.
So I usually eat a little slice of raw ginger and raw turmeric in the morning. Is that not good? Is it much better to put it in water?
Oh no,
I think
you
it's
can
good.
definitely do that, as long as you don't have hot flash, right?
No,
If it's too
no,
hot, then not
she's
good.
right,
If
every
it,
day.
then you're fine.
Okay. Thank you, Jason.
No problem.
Glad you're here today. Last one, the concept of yin and yang. This is my favorite. I could have a whole day on this. A whole day on all of them, and we do. Yeah, of course, who am I? The most important question of the day. It's always part of everything. So it's a balance of the, so the yin is the inside, the she, the cold, the outside is the yang where the sun shines. Rich helped me with that one. Where the sun shines, that is where it's the yang. Where the sun doesn't shine, it's the yin. So it's good and bad to be healthy, or it is not one or the other. It is both yin and yang. It is harmony, the two of them together. So one thing that my teacher says all the time that I really love this one, he's been saying it a lot lately. The inside of the hand is the yin, the good. The outside is the yang, it's bad. What do we all want? We all want good. We only want good all the time. That's gonna be a problem. This is life. We need good and bad in harmony, you know? So if bad happens, something bad happens, something good's gonna happen. Something good is gonna happen, then something bad can happen. So, and how do we deal with it when bad things happen? If we live this lifestyle, I feel like my office, I love people that come in, I just love it. And I feel like sometimes the outside of the world is burning down, but come into my office, it is not. Come on in, let's have some tea, let's do some tuina, some qigong, and they leave smiling. They're happy, and the world's not burning down anymore, you know. And we all do this, and this is what we do. And we have a practitioner class every Wednesday, which is wonderful. So we say, what didn't work? I couldn't fix this. What do you do, Jason, about this? Or Kathy, and then we share our experiences. And then this is what I did do. I helped this person walk. This person can go to work now. I mean, it's just, I keep doing that. It's wonderful. So also it's the hot and the cold. So it gets a little complicated. It's very complicated. I know a little, but I know a lot. So the hot and the cold, so we read tongues. I'm still learning on that. So if the tongue is white, you're cold. If the tongue is yellow, you're hot generally. If you have a deep cut down the middle, you're dehydrated possibly. There's, we can take pulses of the different meridians, which I'm in the process of learning. It's so fun. It's so fun. It's so powerful. So I don't have to go to the doctor for every little thing. I can try to figure these things out for myself, or I can call my peers. And my clients will text me too. You know, if you have a problem, call me, text me. If I can't figure it out, I will call somebody and figure it out. Tea. Tea is medicine. And I get all the stuff from the teacher. We have some tea at the booth I meant to bring to show you. We have the pu'er, for if you're cold. We have the oolong if you're hot. But the black tea is good for the winter to warm you. So, but it's good. Tastes good. You want to smell it. You want to swish your tongue around like the dragon swimming, and so you're absorbing all the vitamins from it. So tea is really big. We love the tea. And food. Food is medicine. What we eat. I lost 25 pounds this year. Since I was here last year, and I just started doing the Optimum 28 with this guy. We're friends now. If you buy his book, you get a free consultation. And I was like, you helped me so much. He said, you already were doing everything. I just had to like help you with two things. The intermittent fasting. That's pretty powerful. That changed me. So that's just something to know. Ming. Ming has a couple books for sale down there. This is the newest one with Judy Lynn. She's amazing. I haven't met her in person. There's all kinds of things in here, information. I mean, it's really a good read. So I wanted to share that. I just didn't want to forget about that. So food is medicine. I say, and no one wants to hear this. You do, of course, do what you want. But I always suggest is no dairy, no gluten, no sugar. 3 months, just 3 months, and then you see for yourself how you feel, because some people don't want to do that, but you do that, you feel good, you don't realize you feel good, and then you go back to your own eating, and then you go, oh, I have cramps, or I have gas, or I have a headache, and how'd that happen? Because you got back on the dairy, gluten, sugar. And when you're doing that, you can have honey, you can have fruit, and you can have real maple syrup, unless you have cancer. Then there's none of that. And if you do all this for 3 months and get off of everything, you will get better. People get better.
What was the second thing? I didn't quite.
Fruit?
Oh, no fruit.
No.
Well, dairy, no, it's not
Oh,
gluten, sugar.
oh, dairy, gluten, and sugar.
Gluten,
Gluten,
thank
you.
So if you have cancer, you shouldn't have any fruit at all?
No fruit, no, for 3 months.
For 3 months.
No fruit, no honey, and no syrup, which is good in small amounts for you're a healthy person, but it will feed the cancer. And your body will scream, it will beg for it, but you have to say no. I don't know, is lemon on that fruit thing?
Lemon depends on which type. Usually it's sour enough, but if it has sugar, then probably better off to stop as well.
So probably not. And you check in with how you feel, every single day. In the morning and the night, you sit inside your body and say, how do I feel? You know, I have, my legs are swollen. What did I eat today? You know, I had a little dark chocolate. Maybe that wasn't so good for me. So you really check in. You need to check in with yourself to know who you are. Who am I? The most important questions of the day.
I just want to add a small note. If you start that and when you stop sugar, it is possible if you are highly addicted, you're going to get an addiction response. So when you stop sugar, first few days up to a week, you can have migraines if you're very addicted to it, like you consume it in
Good
high
point,
doses.
that's right.
And after that, you will feel great. But there will be a transitional period because sugar is very, very addictive. There's new research that compares it to cocaine and heroin.
Yes.
Just on addictiveness, right? I'm not saying it kills you as fast, but just on addictiveness, there is a stopping response, and it is dangerous in that manner. So know that that will happen if you stop.
My guy says 3 days. Yeah, stay home for the first 3 days.
Yeah.
What about stevia or monk fruit?
That's okay. I think if you don't have cancer, because it's still even though if it's not sugar, it goes into your body's going to process it as if it is sugar. It will think it's sugar.
But if you're healthy, it's okay.
If you're healthy, it's okay. So check in how you feel. Enjoy life. That's like the motto. Smile. Enjoy life. I used to say life could be short, so you should enjoy it. But life could be long, so you can enjoy it. You should enjoy it. So I think we're almost out of time. Oh no, we just got a couple minutes. All right, so this is a lot. This is a lot I just threw at you. So in closing, so I started a little bit at a time. I'll do 1 or 2 things a week, and it might be like, it was crazy. Oh, like this is just not fun, this is not easy, but then you start feeling better, and then you start looking better, and then, you know, now I want to do handstands. I'm like, what's happening to me? You know? I'm really, really enjoying life. So 10 years ago, when I met my teacher, I did not feel well. I was almost out of the massage world. I didn't know what I was going to do. Am I going to be a phlebotomist again? No, they'll throw me out in 5 minutes. Don't do this, don't do that, you know. So I followed this way of life, and now, I mean, people tell me I look younger, I feel younger, I feel like I look in the mirror and I'm like, there you are. I haven't seen you in a long time, you know. It's just wonderful. We have tween-out classes I've already mentioned. So this is my third time speaking professionally. And just want to share, now I have a class in my office once a year with Alan Carroll and Associates. He is amazing, and June is our next one. So I was talking to Rich in China, who used to work with me, who's part of our group. He said 4 years ago you couldn't have stood up in front of 5 people. And last year you did pretty good. And you're gonna nail it tomorrow, you know. So anybody who wants to join to learn professional speaking, this is amazing. I just wanted to share that because that is life-changing. Not only in my business, also got better there. And how is that? So I'm working on people. I remember saying to my teacher, business is getting busier. He said, yes, because you know how to speak to people now. Ooh, who thought of that, right? And also in the speaking and in traditional Chinese medicine is learn to pause, to breathe, just to relax, let go. You know, think of nothing. Meditation, that's big. You do a whole day on meditation. Just let something come in. We all know, if we all have this healing power, we all have the same gifts. It's just practicing what you want to do. Follow your heart. This is the compass. Sorry. And we're at booth 1018 and 1017 if you want to come see us. We're doing tween-out down there. We're selling stuff. We're enjoying life. We're having fun. And any questions?
do have a question. The eye ones, it was moving your eyes in a circle,
Up and down,
up and down.
left and right. And then circle one direction, circle the other direction, and then the diagonal each way. All right, well, thank you guys for joining me.